St. Patrick, so many stories, so little time. Well, I'm off to meet Pat Liddy, and he conducts tours here in Dublin city centre called Walking in the Footsteps of St. Patrick. We're here at a thoroughfare in Dublin by the River Liffey. Why was St. Patrick here?
Well, this is where St. Patrick crossed from north to south. He had just come in from Finglas on his way down from the northern half of Ireland, and he walked right across from here, and then he went up to what we call today St. Patrick's Cathedral to baptise the first Christians. Now, there were Christians in Ireland before St. Patrick came for maybe as much as 100 years.
So let me get this right. St. Patrick wasn't actually the first Christian missionary in this country?
Not at all. They were mostly on the east coast, stretching from Dublin down to Wexford.
Pat, did St. Patrick travel alone when he was travelling around Ireland?
Oh no, he didn't. He had quite an entourage with him, because as he went around, he would deposit a priest or a deacon to look after that community and then move on to the next.
Now, there was a well on the way in.
There was.
What is the well about?
Well, the well is terribly important.
Well.
8 feet or 9 feet under. There was a gurgling well which came up from the River Poddle, which still runs underneath our feet here. Okay. And St. Patrick picked that as the spot to baptise the local chieftain. And then once he was baptised, the chieftain told all his people they now must follow.
Now, St. Patrick's Church is right beside us as well.
Well, today it's a cathedral, but you're almost right to call it just a plain church, because there's probably been a church on this site from shortly after St. Patrick visited here. It was a custom to build a church.
St. Patrick's name seems to be synonymous with being Irish.
Indeed. And of course it's not. It's a Roman name. It's Patricius. And it wasn't St. Patrick's name at all. His name was Magnus Sucatus. It's when he became a bishop, they wanted to give him another title, an honorific title. So the Pope called him Magnus Sucatus Patricius, meaning the noble one.
OK, Pat, so when did the name Patrick come into usage more commonly here in Ireland?
Well, the name Patrick, even in Ireland, it's a bit like in most countries we don't name our sons Jesus. So he was considered too sacred and too important up to about the 18th century.
Tell us about Patrick's family.
You see, if we didn't have married priests, then we'd have no St. Patrick. His grandfather, really? Pope Titus, was an actual fully fledged Catholic priest, and his own father was a deacon. What? So married priests were the rage at the time.
OK, since we're clearing everything up, we may as well go the whole hog. Tell us about St. Patrick getting rid of snakes. Is that true?
St. Patrick got rid not of snakes, but serpents.
OK, what's the difference?
Well, we're not talking about creepy crawly serpents here. We're actually talking about the symbol serpent stood for, which was the Druids and the old pagan system in Ireland. So he got rid of them. And that's what is meant by St. Patrick getting rid of serpents from Ireland.
There you go, St. Patrick, the man, the myth, the legend. Just have a happy St. Patrick's Day from all of us here. If that really is his name, and if he really is a saint.